has the power to defeat millions of enemies, where the fate of existence rests on the edge of his blade and his ability to collect thousands of pieces of loot, where storytelling and character development doesn't really matter. Journey to Empyrean and play as Orin, the last of the Valerian Knights, to save Empyrean from the mad god king, Macros.
Hey guys, welcome back to Cratylus Gaming. This is Anthony, and today we're going to talk about GodFall. I'm going to give you my first impressions and reason why I'm not going to be doing a full review on this game. But first, if you like these videos, be sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe down below, hit that notification bell so you're notified anytime I post a new video. I post new reviews and content every week, guys, so hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more content. With that out of the way, let's get into it. With every generation, we get new hardware, software upgrades, and a heaping dose of optimism about the potential of this new hardware design and the mythical things it is capable of. Of course, with all that, we get a new batch of launch titles, which inevitably will either shape that generation's playing field or contribute in a meaningful, lasting way, or simply be diversions that, while visually impressive, are largely filler content to create an impressive launch day lineup to the consumer. It's too early to say for sure, but when history looks back on the launch of the PS5, it's doubtful that GodFall will be among the games that are looked back on fondly. Not that GodFall will be universally hated either. It's much more likely that GodFall will be forgotten entirely, cast into the bin of next generation demo games as the mediocre offering it is, a la Son of Rome. GodFall is such a shamelessly mediocre offering, in fact, that one reviewer described it as feeling like a fictitious game you'd see someone playing in a show like Black Mirror. It really does feel like something that just exists for the sake of being a launch title. And that is unfortunate because the game shows promise in some places. In my first hour with the game, I was pulled in by the high fantasy lore, stunning visuals, and repetitive but fun combat. I wanted to enjoy the game so much that I was willing to overlook annoyances with the gameplay mechanics, like having to press a button to interact with a Halo sword looking device to jump to a different area, and the janky, sometimes weird lock-on system for enemies. I battled through the repetitive first mission, and after the final boss fight of the level, I was feeling hopeful about the game. That hope was quickly dashed after meeting the 7th Sanctum, a plot beat I can only describe as feeling like the writers had no idea what they were even supposed to be writing, and the voice acting sounding as if the actors are reading their lines off the back of a napkin. Things got worse when the Sanctum sent me to the Earth Realm to start preparations to defeat the evil God King Macros. The world is split into different elemental realms, and each large area is an endless pit of ever-respawning enemies with lots of loot chests to find scattered about. Exploration is horrendously bad in GodFall. It is impossible to keep track of where you're going in the labyrinth of paths and staircases and Halo sword jumping portals. And then we get to the most egregious, time-honored looter-shooter tradition, level gating. Level gating by making the player collect a certain amount of insert whatever magical substance you want here to either level up or simply gain access to a new game area or mission. But wait, you'll say, it's needed in games like this. That is the type of game it is. It's a looter shooter, right? Ah, fair point. And how does GodFall handle this needed grindiness, this essential element of the game? Well,
you need to acquire enough Earth sigils, including the one we already have, before we can enter her lair. You can earn them by completing hunt missions here in the Earth Realm.
When I got to the third mission, the Sanctum told me that I needed to collect 6 Earth sigils to face the final boss of the Earth Realm. How would I do that exactly? By defeating the Alpha Rancor, a giant beast of the Earth Realm that looks very similar to something from Star Wars. After slaying this violent mythical beast and returning triumphant to the Sanctum, I realized that I only had 2 of the needed 6 Earth sigils. If I wanted to face the final boss, I would need to complete that same exact mission twice more. So I did. I went out 2 more times and killed the Alpha Rancor, same exact mission, and eventually fought the boss of the realm. And after a pretty tedious and boring battle that seemed to not be fine-tuned or calibrated at all because of the way the combat controls function and the boss's predetermined moves, I was dropped back into the Sanctum to start anew, in yet another realm. At this point, after 4 hours, I was so mind-numbingly bored with the game that it was impossible for me to keep playing. Yes, it looks good, yes there is a lot of loot and weapons to find, and the variation is good. The combat can feel fun at times, and sure there is a progression system. But the question is what is going to carry me through the grind over 20 plus hours of gameplay? I see no reason whatsoever to continue playing this game. In my estimation, the first 4 hours represent 95% or more of what you can expect from this game in terms of gameplay. Because of this, I won't be reviewing this title in full because there are games that are much more deserving of the time and attention. GodFall is a disappointing, banal initial offering for a console with such a bright future ahead. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, leave me a like down below, comment, let me know what you thought about GodFall and the initial offerings for PS5. This is Anthony with Cratylus Gaming. I will be back with another video soon, guys, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.